from the station that's on your side. This is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
The three men convicted of killing Ahmad Aubry were set to stand trial in federal court as each of them face hate crime charges for their role in Aubry's death. And people living in Ukraine are bracing for
the week coming up.
People around the country and right here in the river region are starting to get their free at-home COVID tests in the mail. News 12's Maria Sellers talked to a few people about how this could be a game changer for them as they navigate another year in the pandemic.
People across our area have been hoping to get their hands on one of these. People like Heather Powell.
Honestly, I just really like that we have access to it. We didn't have to struggle to find when a store had one in stock, and we can use it in case we start seeing symptoms.
The tests were available to order through the United States government beginning January 19th. Then they were expected to ship to the households who ordered them within 7 to 12 days. She says her test only took about 2 weeks to come in, but she wished they'd gotten there sooner.
I've been trying to schedule a test. There were no rapid tests available to schedule for like a week out. Even getting the regular test that takes a couple days to come back, it was like a couple days out still.
But while some people are slowly but surely receiving their free test kits, others are still left waiting. When we asked you on social media, some people told us they had not yet gotten theirs and did not know when they would be delivered. Meanwhile, doctors say many of the results of those at-home tests go unreported.
Our testing numbers have been sky high this year. They are coming down. Some of that is skewed by the number of home tests and things like that we never know about.
And the Georgia Department of Public Health told us that they too have seen a decrease in test numbers. Reporting in Augusta, Maria Sellers on your side.
And those hoping to get a free government-issued N95 mask, you may have to do a little bit more waiting. News 12 reached out to some local CVS's and public stores who say they have not received their shipments just yet. The Kroger stores we spoke to say they received shipments, but they're already out and not anticipating to get any more in stock. And local Walmarts we spoke to say they either have not received their shipments or have already run out as well. Many stores say they're hopeful they will begin to see more shipments arriving in the next couple of weeks. And jury selection for the federal trial of Travis and Gregory Mcmichael, along with their neighbor, Wrdw, is set to start tomorrow. Brian is the man who recorded the video of Ahmad Aubry's death. All three of them have already been convicted of murder in a state trial last year. In this federal trial, the men each face hate crime charges. Last week, a judge rejected the Mcmichaels' plea deal, which would have allowed them to serve time in federal prison instead of state prison, where it's considered a tougher environment. The Mcmichaels are accused of targeting Aubry because he was black. They're also accused of trying to kidnap him on top of their firearms charges.
I just got one word to say. All we want is 100% justice to our family. That's all we're looking for. God be the glory.
When it was first announced, Aubry's family spoke out about not supporting a plea deal. Friday, the judge told prosecutors they cannot use the Mcmichaels' prior guilty pleas against them at trial later this month. And a plane had a rough landing at the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta today. A Delta Airlines plane reportedly blew a tire and skid across the runway while landing. Customers were let off the plane and given a ride to the terminal, while mechanics looked at the plane. One of the passengers went live on social media describing that landing.
Flight was smooth, but when we landed, for some reason, the plane tilted like this and came down like bow. You know what I'm saying? And so we're all off the runway and everything.
Airport officials say the plane experienced a flat tire and came to rest on the taxiway. No injuries were reported. And happening tomorrow, the Salvation Army's Kroc Center is hosting a grand reopening for their senior center. It starts at 11 and goes until 3 in the afternoon. The senior lounge will be open to people 60 and up Mondays through Fridays. Grovetown residents now have a new place of worship. Stevens Creek Church held the first service this morning at their new location in Grovetown. Hundreds of people gathered to worship and celebrate the opening of the new campus. The church features an auditorium and children's ministry area. Stevens Creek Church also has campuses in Augusta and South Augusta. And still ahead, a local World War II veteran celebrates his 99th birthday with hundreds of birthday wishes from complete strangers. Plus, a local teacher goes above and beyond to teach her students about various historical figures in honor of Black History Month. We'll be back in just a bit.
If you have we all know there are days, mountains to climb and battles to face, and all we ever had is one another. So let's promise never give up on each other. Never give up, never give up on each other.
We want to share with you a project a local teacher put a lot of hard work into to teach her students about Black history this month. Sharday Johnson is a pre-K paraprofessional at Sue Reynolds Elementary School. She made a board showcasing several Black history figures, and as you just heard, the board also talks and plays quotes from former President Barack Obama and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Pretty creative, and you gotta admit and just take a look at that and be able to say for sure she put a lot of hard work and time into that for our kids. And elsewhere in the Peach State, the Savannah College of Art and Design organized different bus tours throughout the city, which many stops included Black historical buildings and markers. Some even included important films and places where sit-ins were organized during the Civil Rights Movement.
It's really amazing the attendance, small children, families, diversity of backgrounds participating in the event today. So it's what we do as GAD. We celebrate diverse voices, and so having that type of participation in the event today was wonderful.
Organizers say around 300 people turned out for the event, including American Idol winner Candace Glover. And bring out the birthday candles because today Louis Graziano turns 99. He's the last surviving World War II veteran to witness the German surrender. He celebrated his birthday at Queen of Angels Catholic Church in Thompson. Birthday cards came pouring in from all over the country. You may remember we told you about him Friday when the well wishes started coming in last week. Today, Graziano says he appreciates all the birthday love.
Well, I think it was great that they all came. I didn't know it was going to be that many. You know, everybody asked me how come I lived so long. I said I eat everything with olive oil.
Everything with olive oil. Gotta love that. So far, Graziano has received over 1,000 birthday cards. That's pretty amazing. I don't know anyone in my life who's received that many birthday cards. And of course, happy birthday to him. And heads up, if you are planning on taking Fury's Ferry Road this week, the southbound lane will close between Sullivan-Hartfield Road into the intersection at Colony Drive. That will be from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon every day through Friday. And crews are setting new beams on the Savannah River Bridge on I-20 at the state line a couple nights this week. Tomorrow and Wednesday night, the right-hand lane headed westbound will close from 8 at night to 6 in the morning, depending on the weather.
And speaking of the weather, we are